Hey Ultimates, welcome back. Today we are revisiting Danganronpa V3, the mastermind element of the game. This is who I think would have been a much better mastermind than Danganronpa's cosplay queen herself. I picked to replace the original mastermind is Angie Yonaga, the ultimate painter. Her character and death had little to no meaning in the basic game. I'd like to give her some redemption in this video. A very little arc, moved on very quickly from her death as if she wasn't really even meant to really be a big part in the story. She felt very much like one of those out-of-place killings in the series as a whole. Angie Yonaga is introduced to our tag team protagonist as the ultimate painter. She's crazy, talking about donating blood, and her god essentially is Atua. Atua, weirdly enough, is Polynesian, or islander, like Hawaii, for god, or gods. This to me is interesting because Kibo consistently is following his god's voices and his inner voice. These voices later revealed to be the game runners of the killing game and the outside world. I believe this connection of gods, Atua, and inner voices could be used as one of the same. It would mean that Angie's god Atua refers to the showrunners, the viewers, the people itself, the lore of Danganronpa itself even possibly. She has shown she doesn't understand things the same way the others do, often being confused and interpreting information in an insane way or jumping to conclusions. This could be used to also develop a personality switch, possibly near the end. And the series could touch on some sort of psychopathy or real-life disorders. Being quick to push past the death of her classmates, she rarely shows any real emotion. Naturally, the cast brush it off as just quirky, from a different culture. Maybe something more sinister lies below the persona. You could even say Angie witnessed the events of Danganronpa 2, became infatuated, forming a cult-like group that broadcast Danganronpa worldwide, where they sacrifice men, women, and their blood for the series to proceed with the god's approval. In Season 53 of Angie's Island Danganronpa games, she's had the budget to change the location due to large sums of cash, hence the atmosphere. The most recent group is her latest contestants. Another aspect that would be interesting to me was how in Chapter 3 she was doing a ritual to bring back a dead member. We never got to see who Angie intended to do in the normal Danganronpa V3. My opinion would be if she were the mastermind, she'd bring in Kaede's twin to replace Kaede, something placed by the game masters already in the academy from the start. Out of all the cast, Kaede was viewed the most positively. By resurrecting Kaede in her twin form, her group in the academy would be so large, she could influence them like a cult, spreading them and separating them from each other to feed into new murders. She'd say how they'd save everyone or some BS, all while she remained untouchable as the queen bee of the cult-like academy. Nobody could break through, take her out. As the mastermind, she'd have many of the ultimates guard her like Gonta. I think it would be a far more interesting twist also to see the mastermind expose themselves as the mastermind in Chapter 3 possibly, or Chapter 2. Influence the game from inside rather than the outside. Overall, Angie Yonaga was shown to be devoid of emotion and the ability to influence people like mind control. It would be a very interesting reveal as a mastermind in Chapter 3 instead of Chapter 5 or 6. When we played through the entire game, we found flashback lights. These would fit into Angie's cult-like murder game, in which she leads along the other ultimates to eventually betray them along the way. By handing what they take in memory-wise, she can also make them more dependent on her, and to cause all the more despair as well when she does betray them. She'd be so tricky, I don't even think Kokichi could keep up. I believe every death should have an impact throughout the series. Very rarely does Danganronpa do someone so dirty as to just remove them, and have them die essentially for little reason. This would be my pick for Mastermind. Obviously, you can craft a story around everyone becoming a mastermind somehow. Maybe Shuichi becomes the evil detective burdened from the past, trying to recreate the tragic events. The ultimate inventor, whose good looks and golden brain were shunned from society to build a machine of pure evil to force killing games on the populace. I think a Tropical Island sequel to Danganronpa 2, featuring a lack of emotion, a cult that is bloodthirsty, that brainwashes and falsifies the memories of their players and their own show from a ritual, sounds fascinating to me. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed, give me a like. Really appreciate it. Allows it to be spread around the algorithm itself. Comment below though. Do you agree or disagree that the storyline could work? Could you see it fitting in there? Do you think there's like little plot holes that I missed along the way? Comment them down below. Is there another character in the cast who you think would have been an even better mastermind? You put that down there too. I appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate just the community we've got here, and just overall being able to talk to people like this, fellow fans. That really makes me happy. So I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. Peace out, Ultimates. Bye-bye.